Hello everybody, it's Dana from ChicFlicks Video Marketing, and today I want to talk about terms of use specifically with Instagram and Eventbrite. If you use Instagram, you have probably received an email today about an update to their terms of use, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to talk about Eventbrite. Now, you may or may not know this, but Eventbrite updated their terms of use a couple of weeks ago, and one of the big things in that update was how using the Eventbrite service is going to allow them certain things. So the big thing for me was if you use Eventbrite to sell tickets or even to use it as a ticket platform for a free event, Eventbrite now has the right to send a photography crew or a video crew to film and photograph your event. They're not going to pay you for it. They don't have to issue you any royalties. They can do whatever they want with the footage and the photos that they take. So you need to be aware that Eventbrite can just show up at your event and take footage and photos and do whatever they want for it. Use it for marketing. They can take your content and sell it if they want. So you need to be really careful about what you're using for your ticketing platform. Now, I'm not recommending that, delete Eventbrite, I'm never doing it again. There are alternatives out there. I encourage you to reach out to your IT department or your web developer and talk about, hi Lisa, good to see you, and ask questions about alternates to Eventbrite. There's lots of them out there. There's WordPress plugins. You can have a custom platform built for ticketing if you do events on a regular basis. But imagine that you are an event coordinator. You've got this great paid event. You've lined up an awesome keynote speaker, and Eventbrite shows up and films it and then sells your keynote speaker's address to whoever they want to sell it to, or they use it in their own marketing. Can you imagine? I think your speakers would be really annoyed, and you would be annoyed, and it may trickle down into having more difficulty booking elite or highly sought after speakers for your future events. So I encourage you to investigate alternates to Eventbrite when it comes to ticketing. If it doesn't matter to you, and Eventbrite, weigh the options. Is the ease and usability of Eventbrite more important than them possibly showing up at your event? Then stick with Eventbrite, right? I will admit it's an easy platform to use. I don't throw a lot of events where I feel that my content needs to be protected and I don't want it shared. So I probably would still use Eventbrite. I just want everybody to be aware that they now have the right to just show up at your event and hit record. The other thing I want to talk about is Instagram. Instagram updated their terms of use today, and there are a few things that are a little alarming to me in there. Primarily that when you use Instagram, when you upload photos or videos, you now grant them worldwide royalty-free use of those images and that video. They can, just like Eventbrite, they can do whatever they want with that content. Two things that really stood out for me. Yes, I know, Lisa, I know you probably got the email too. Two things that really stood out for me were the ability to sub-license your content. What does that mean? Well, that means that if a third party approaches Instagram and says, hey, I saw this photo or this video on your platform and I would love to use that in order to make t-shirts, Instagram can sell them your content. They can sell your image, they can sell your video, they can sub-license it however they see fit. And you get a big donut. You get nothing out of the deal. That is extremely alarming to me, and you need to be really careful about your copyrighted content and anything that might end up on a t-shirt or on a poster or on the cover of a journal, just be aware that Instagram can turn around and sublicense that material to a third party. The other thing that really worried me was they exercised the right now to create derivative content. You know what, Lisa? So Lisa's asked a question in the comments here, wondering if I have to start watermarking again. Hell yes. I know it's a pain in the ass, and I know it takes away from the beauty of your content, but absolutely watermark it. That's a great way to protect it. Now, I got derailed for a second. The other worrisome thing is they now exercise the right to create derivative content. So what that means is they can take bits and pieces of your video. They can take your image and do whatever they like to it. They can apply filters. They can create composites. Whatever they want to do, they can take your content and change that however they see fit and do whatever they see fit with it. So in some cases, your original content may not be fully recognizable once the derivative content has been created. So those are the two things you really need to watch out for: the sublicense and the derivative content. Now, there is a way that you can not allow Instagram rights to use your content, and that's by deleting all your content and canceling your account. Okay, let me make this clear. Starting to post status updates or images that say, I do not give Instagram, or I revoke Instagram of the rights to blah, blah, does not apply here. So I don't want to start seeing my Facebook feeds and my Instagram feed filling up with people trying to revoke content. The minute you post, the minute you set up an account, click agree and continue to post, you are agreeing to all these terms of use. So the message here, folks, is be protective of your content. Add watermarks if you're worried about your content being licensed outside of your realm. If you're worried about Instagram selling your content or creating derivative content from your own content, be protective. Okay, put watermarks on your stuff if you can, and be really aware of what you're sharing. If you've got something that's highly proprietary, you probably want to think twice about posting that on not just Instagram, but on any social media. And by the way, Facebook owns Instagram, so if Facebook hasn't already updated their terms of use lately, there's one forthcoming, and all the same rules will apply. So protect your content. Know that when you use these social media platforms, and understand that when you use these social media platforms, you're waiving your rights, and they can make money. They're businesses, they want to make money, but they can take your content and sell it and make money for themselves and not give you a dime. So use that information however you see fit. I'm going to continue to post on Facebook and Instagram because I love the platforms. I feel that sharing content and sharing images is relevant to me. And, you know, I'd like to say I do it for the greater good, but I just like to share my stuff. And, you know, if Instagram or Facebook or Eventbrite want to share my content and not pay for it, well, that's the price I pay for the free ride that they give me every day on their platforms. Hope that gave you some insight into what you need to know, and have a great rest of the week, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Dana.